If I had a penny for every time I heard someone say "in this day and age" as an introduction to an accusatory remark towards an entire generation, I'd be richer than the president. We like to group people up and generalize, and I say we as in the collective we. You see what I did there? I'm a hypocrite. We are, you are, I am. As selectively and individually oblivious as we may like to think we are, some of the responsibility of the actions of others weighs down on us. Of course, neither you nor I nor the president can control what stupidity Logan Paul chooses to do this week, but we can sure discourage it, as people have been discouraging it. Obviously, that's worked out pretty well up to this point. Another thing we can do is reprimand him like a child, even though he is a grown-ass adult, at least physically. It's evident that Mr. and Mrs. Logan Paul Sr. weren't able to properly raise a decent human being, but he is his own person now, so Logan Paul Jr. gets most of the blame. About 90% of the blame, if I have my math correct. I usually don't. I'm shit at math. Yes. In this day and age, we are pushed to get degrees that will later prove to be useless. We are blamed for the degradation of real estate, the degradation of the soul, as we yearn to censor every other word dripping from our mouths like saliva, as we look on at each other like prey. We eat a lot of avocados and we get tattoos as frequently as we eat McDonald's, which is apparently not that frequently. We're ruining that too. We give ourselves 10 different labels to feign individuality, the once hated quality. Uniqueness is the status quo. Oxymoron. I'm a moron because I didn't invest in Uber or whatever new app a college dropout made in a garage with his friends, and he awoke a sunny Wednesday with millions of dollars in his bank account. They're angry about that too. They and we. Anytime anyone makes money like that, seemingly so easily, we are angry, maybe jealous too. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, platforms for creativity, soapboxes, microphones, safe spaces, bad places, a spotlight for our egos. It used to be that you could turn on a shady webcam and talk about nothing for 5 minutes straight, strike up friendships, maybe even make a short film at your friend's sister's ex-boyfriend's father's house. It was fun, wasn't it? And then the money came, and boy, was it even better. The problem now, if you can call it a problem, as it's more just a way of life, is that the aim isn't to fuck around and have fun. It isn't to create new and ingenious material, but to get a sponsorship, get the advertisements, or get some patrons, get that money. For most, creating a YouTube account is applying for a job. If you have a fancy setup with an expensive camera and a brightish personality, good looks too, that helps, you have a really good chance at getting that job. We, the collective we, because I didn't personally do shit to enable such a growth, have created a new industry. We are now new media. But because we're still media and we might make the same mistakes our forefathers made, that is, blindly following the money sign, exploiting people, exploiting your friends, your family, yourself even, all for the bigger, sexier paycheck. And the line between reality and the fabricated reality we have come to know on the big screen is equally blurred for the small screen as well. This is common knowledge. We all know that our favorite YouTuber has at some point baited us with inciting headlines or thumbnails. Oh, I said headlines. Freudian slip, I meant titles. The big YouTube sensations of this week faked a prank, faked beef, faked drama, faked their mama cracking their head open in the shower after falling, when really all they got was a bruise. It's entertainment. We are entertained. We know this. We have come to expect this, and we feed it. And then we act like we're lied to. We feed it views and comments and likes, which turns into dollars and sports cars and nice houses. The fact that Logan Paul waltzed into that forest with a camera and filmed a person who, in a moment of complete and utter grueling and painful desperation, decided to end their life and then uploaded it to his YouTube channel, should come as a surprise to no one. Because yes, this speaks to the type of person that Logan Paul is, but we knew that. To some extent, we knew that Logan Paul is a shit person, but it also speaks to the lengths that some of us, the collective us, will go to acquire millions of dollars in devotees. I mean, Logan Paul isn't the only YouTuber or content creator, as they seem to be called now, who would go to such lengths to be where they want to be. Although some find a happy balance between hustling and keeping their own morality, their own humanity, that is not always the case. So we can and should blame Logan Paul, Mr. and Mrs. Logan Paul Sr., Logan Paul's brother, Logan Paul's friends, Logan Paul's pawns, Logan Paulers, Logan haters, Logan avoiders, Logan providers. But if you go and click on that video, if you type out a comment, we can blame you too. And if you support Loganites and Logan likes and maybe watered down Logans who still do shitty things, just not as Logan-esque, we can blame you too. Because we are not just enabling bad behavior, we are rewarding it and we are romanticizing it. It's what you need to do to be the next big hit. It doesn't matter if people hate you or if they love you. It doesn't matter if they hate or love Logan. At the end of the day, Logan is still getting his money and his attention and his ego boosted and his dick sucked. Logan is we because Logan is where we strive to be. Maybe in different capacities, maybe being less of a shit person, but not having a 9 to 5, not worrying about degrees or debt, being able to travel and spend to your heart's desire, to be the object of desire or envy, to be a name hanging on the tongues of hundreds or thousands, even millions. You might say you don't want that, and you might be completely truthful, but it's a nice fantasy. And there will always be people who strive to make that fantasy a reality. And using a person's death, a person's suicide to boost your views or create buzz is fucking sad. It's deplorable. It's inhuman. But why are we surprised that it happened?